Hey guys, so most of you, or maybe not most of you at all, but eventually you might need to live in a dorm, especially if you live in America. So I wanted to list some of the best ways to decorate, in my opinion, of course. Just because it can get very monotone in here. If you can see, the walls become very, very small. As you can see, I'm also packing. Yeah. So, I wanted to give you a list of what I think were the best things to bring, and just show off some of my cool items that I think everyone should have. So first off, I think it's very important that you have colors, because a dorm is very, 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 very plain looking when you walk in, and so it can be very scary, especially if it's your first time moving out of home. You become just very claustrophobic. It's a very small room. You have to share it with someone in most cases. So you want to make sure, I think, that it's important to have a lot of colors. So one of the first things I did when I moved in is I made a collage. And I got some newspapers and magazines, and I cut up some of my favorite things. So I put books, Panic at the Disco's over there. I have Supernatural quotes and like my favorite characters from Once Upon a Time, James Gordon, etc. Just so that I hung it on my door for a little bit, so people would know what type of person I am. So if you have a lot of things in common, someone can come up to you and say, "Hey, I like your thing," and you make a friend. Because again, you're still moving in with people you don't know. So I thought it was really cool. It's of course very colorful and pink, orange, pink, I don't know. But I thought it was very cool. And then once I was done with it on my doors, it had been a few weeks at the beginning of school, I hung it in my wall to make my walls look less boring. So another thing that's colorful, I took this. I actually got this as a gift. It's an old soup can, I'm pretty sure. And someone just wrapped paper around it, like construction paper, glued it down. So it's just a pencil case. Like, I put my pencils in here. It was colorful, so I'd always have a pencil on my desk, just in the bucket, grab it. And there we go. I also right now have these, which I think is a good idea as well. Always, like, if you find a good restaurant, this is a cool story. My friends and I, we were walking around town just because we were bored and lonely, and we didn't want to be in buildings anymore because it gets very claustrophobic, as said. So while walking around, we, like, went really far, and we found, like, a Japanese place, like, restaurant. So we went in, we got some good sushi, and then we took out the takeout menus. So now we can go back, and we already know what we want things. It's always a good idea, I think, to take like those kind of brochures. There are plenty of restaurants usually around your campus, so you might want to grab as many food items as you can. Like, we can even, like I said, it's a takeout, so we could call it in and whatever we want, and then walk all the way over there and grab it. Walk, because we don't have cars. Actually, I just got a car, but I can't drive yet, so that's another story. My final thing with a bit of color would be my Shrek pillow I got as a gift. It says, "Don't just have layers, be the layers." It was a Christmas gift from a good friend of mine. As you can see, Shrek is an onion. It's very fun to me. So I keep this out on my bed, and just so people can see that I'm a fun character. Like, you just want your room to be very nice and kind of home feeling. Not like super home, but like a second home kind of thing. So that you just don't feel lonely when you're by yourself, as I've been all week, because all my friends have class. Later than I do. So it's always good to have like comfort pillows. This helped my friend when she was upset. She hugged it. It made her feel better, because Shrek makes everyone feel better. Am I right? To add a little bit more kind of fun attitudes to your room, I suggest getting a skunk stuffed animal, as this is my skunk. I, of course, named it Flower from Bambi. There's nothing else you could name your skunk, to be honest. Yeah. So, I would say plenty of stuffed animals. I have T-Rexes, and I have a dragon, and other stuffed animals. Just, like, keep them around. They make everyone feel better. You look in someone's room and you see fluff. You feel more comfortable. The final group of things we're going to get, we got colors, we got fluff, but we need entertainment. Entertainment is a big thing, as you're so busy all the time. But when you get back from class, you don't want to just start doing your homework automatically. You want to push that off until like 3 in the morning and hate yourself. So, bring some books. I'm a very classic literature kind of person, so with me I have Cry the Beloved Country and James Joyce's The Portrait of an Artist as a Young Man. I haven't read either of them. I read a little bit of Cry the Beloved Country, but I haven't finished it yet. I'm on the way. And then I also brought some activity books, like word searches and then puzzles, because puzzles and word searches keep my mind going. And you might not be a puzzle person, so this one's good for you. But I think activity books have helped throughout a lot of things. If I get bored and sad, you just pull them out. You start forgetting your problems as you just try to find the word. And it helps you focus, in my opinion. I also like to keep a DS or some sort of gaming device in my room. I don't have a TV in here, although some people have them. So that's smart. If you can get one and you want one, put a TV in your room. It's nice. But I have a DS so that I can play games in it. It has Pokemon Black. And then I also have Dungeons of Time. Lastly, I have my DVD player. Very good entertainment device. It's got DVDs. Like Jumanji is in it right now. But I think what's important is also, this makes a lot of good friends. My computer didn't have like a DVD port. So if your computer does, you don't really need the portable DVD player. But make sure to bring tons of movies. It's a great way to make friends. I promise. A girl actually came to my room for like 5 days in a row and we watched Tangled over 7 times. She was a very big Tangled fan, as I am. Also, it happens to be my favorite Disney movie. So we watched Tangled a lot. I just watched Les Mis. It's like a very weird collection of movies. I have vampire movies all about Dracula and the Lost Boys, my favorites. Stand By Me is in here, my favorites. So just keep a movie collection of movies that you love so you don't have just movies you dislike. Except I have Phantom of the Opera in here, which my friend tells me it's better on stage, which I would believe her because the movie version, please don't get it. It's sad. It's very sad. So yeah, I just say bring a lot of movies. If someone like mentions, oh, I'm so bored, you can go, hey, you want to come back to my room and watch a movie? I found out a girl loved Corey Feldman. I'm a big Corey Feldman fan, and I didn't know anyone else here liked Corey Feldman, but I was talking about Stand By Me, and she's like, oh yeah, with Corey Feldman, and we hit it off, and we've been hanging out a little bit more. Of course, not too much as she's graduating, but we had like a long weekend in which we just went on a movie marathon with Corey Feldman. It was beautiful. I loved it. It was good. So those are just my few tips about what you should bring to campus with you. Of course, there are many other things I have here. Of course, like the essentials, I have the like clothes and whatever. But I think putting a lot of color in your dorms. My friends made pictures. I already put them up, so because I'm packing out. So I don't have those. I have a lanyard because I like them, but it's also full of color, as you see. Yeah, I just say add a lot of color and personality to your room. It makes everything better when it's looking very tan, as it does right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and found some useful tips. That's what I'm here for. See you later.